Millions of Americans are looking to have their license reinstated after having it suspended for things like DUIs or other driving infractions. Keep watching for the 5 most critical steps you need to take to get your license back. Avoid license suspension. It's always best to try to avoid license suspension by designating a driver if you're drinking. If you're caught driving under the influence, you'll have to attend a hearing about your driver's license suspension. This hearing is separate from your criminal charge for your DUI. If you're unfamiliar with the appeal process, you may want to consider hiring an attorney. Your attorney will be able to fight on your behalf to avoid having your license revoked or suspended. If you decide to go at this alone, you have the opportunity to challenge DUI charges. In the event that the hearing does not go in your favor, you can opt for a restricted license. Temporary license. A temporary driver's license or a restricted license is a license you can still use to get to where you need to go. You can apply for this license 30 days after your driver's license hearing. Keep in mind that temporary driver's licenses are only given on a case-by-case basis. Typically, those who have committed their first DUI offense are offered restricted licenses. If your case involved bodily injury, you might not be eligible for a temporary license even if it was your first offense. Restricted licenses are also considered hardship licenses or occupational licenses. If you're allowed to have a restricted license, you can only go to school, work, or your doctor's appointments. The court will decide where you are and are not able to go. Wait out suspension. Depending on what state you received a DUI conviction in, you may have to wait out your suspension. Depending on if this was your first or second offense, you might have to wait a year or 2 before you can reinstate your actual license. If you were driving under the influence and you caused bodily harm to others, you may need to wait longer. Depending on the severity of the accident, you could end up having your driver's license completely revoked. The court may even order for you to have an interlocking ignition device installed in your vehicle. Obtain an SR22. Another step in restoring your driver's license is obtaining an SR22. An SR22 is a certificate of financial responsibility that you file with your state. It's not an actual type of insurance, but it is a form that shows proof that your auto policy has the required state minimum coverages. The court will let you know if you need to file an SR22. If you received a DUI conviction or you were driving uninsured, you most likely need to file an SR22. Your insurance provider will submit the form to the state on your behalf. If your coverage lapses, your insurance provider is required to inform the court and the state that you're uninsured. Keep in mind that not all auto insurance providers offer SR22 forms. If your current provider does not offer SR22 insurance, you'll have to purchase a new policy from another insurance carrier. Pay reinstatement fees. Depending on the state you received the conviction in, you'll have to pay a reinstatement fee. Depending on the degree of your offense, you could pay more than the average reinstatement price. For example, if you received a DUI in Texas, you would typically spend about $125 to reinstate your driver's license. Here at SR22 Savings, we offer the best rates possible for your SR22 filing. We also will send the form to your state on your behalf. Contact us today for help. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.